Bah. Is it working? Fun, test, it's been a while. Let me make sure it works. And then we can get to the GOAT. The Chaos Emeralds are real! It's true. I think we're good. Okay. Let's launch into this shit, because I've already played like 6 hours of this game, and then so I played like 6 hours of it today, or last night, or this morning, however you want to consider time, and I really enjoyed it. Watched my friend play 2 hours of it before I played any of it. So this will be my third time experiencing the beginning of the game. But I was enjoying it so much, and I hadn't streamed in a while, and I felt bad. And I thought of a dumb fucking idea for a thumbnail. Based on my baby Chopper. I've also got the GOAT. The cannon shoes. Let's get in there. We're gamers. High-speed gamers. Never thought I'd be looking at Eggman on my television again and care at all.
Uploading AI program.
Or it being in a good game.
It's all coming online. The ancient secrets will be mine. Status report. Answer me!
Simulations complete. Executing protective initiative.
What? No! No!
Activate Murder Eggman protocol.
Coming up, Starfall Islands. How exciting!
You tracked the
You
Chaos
sound
Emeralds
like
here,
it.
right? Let's find out what drew them here.
How exciting. I'm very enthused. That's more aggressive than I recall.
Atmospheric charge! Hang on!
I think we're gaming now. So I'm going to be trying to... Oh god, I'm so good. Just restart. Just restart. Ignore that. I'm going to be trying to do all the missions and stuff. Try and do everything in the game, pretty much. Apart from... I'll talk about it. But having played a bit, there's some stuff that's, like, absolutely not worth doing, or, like, even worth considering for 100%. Because there's so many more collectibles than what you need. Even doing all the missions in these cyberspace levels is already major overkill. Okay. Okay. The game really wants me to, there we go. We should be good on all of them except for, time. But there's a pretty nice, like, just quick retry at the end. Yeah. It takes a second to load it, though. So yeah, doing each of those missions gives you a resource that's collectible, helps you get the camerals. But yeah, I played like 6 hours of the game and really enjoyed it. I 100%ed the first island. And had a lot of fun with it. So I figured I wouldn't mind that much. Is it 43? Or 48? I think it might be 43. Yeah. Okay, 43 seconds. Yeah, but I was really enjoying it, and I don't know. I like to stream. I like to play video games and talk about them. And I thought this one was kind of an underdog that I wanted to talk about and play. Fully develop my opinion on it. Because I played like 100... I got the Platinum Trophy in Forces. And it was okay. A lot of the levels suck and the story's fucking terrible and the cutscenes give me a headache. But overall, there were some fun moments. It's not... People really... Someone said it really good on Twitter. People really just want another 06, so they see it... They see 06s where there aren't any. But yeah, so we're gonna try and do this on each of these levels. It is not even close to necessary for any reason, but it's kind of fun. For the most part, there are some levels that are not fun. Like the 2D ones, which don't work in this physics engine. But it's very smart of me to decide to do this right before fucking Scarlet and Violet come out. And Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok just came out. Callisto Protocol's not far away. Then Dead Space remake. These shoes aren't canon. Don't look at them.
Tails? Amy? Oh. Whew. Looks like I'm the only one who made it out of that. Whatever it was. Whew.
Mortal,
Ugh.
I love calling
Hello?
Sonic mortal.
you have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
If you can't tell, this is
Yeah, okay,
Link waking
sure.
up at the
How about
beginning
a
of
little
Breath of the Wild.
context? Hello? Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
Some direction is better than none is basically what I have to say about this game's quality. Like, overall, I'll leave that on to show it for once. This game has some wild fucking options. It's really neat. I think that was the only thing I really changed when I was playing. Yeah. And then I shut that off, but we'll let it play and let you see it for a sec. Because it's a funny idea. Yeah, and all that stuff is fine. But yeah, I overall think, so yeah, we want all of them to look like that, fully completed. And you'll see I have 7 rings, or 7 keys. You get those, you get extra keys. I think you get some keys for just beating these, and then each one of those check marks is a key, maybe? I don't really know. There's way more keys than you need. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what I've played of this game so far. And it's fun. It's very fucking weird. Very weird game. That I don't know I'd say is strictly great, but it's pretty good. I've enjoyed it a lot. It doesn't deserve to have a hit piece put out on it by a certain dumb fuck YouTuber. I like completing those little things, getting weird, like, digital chunks of the map. So these little hearts are another thing. Pretty much everything in each of the areas, there's way more than you need. Except for all the trophies, I think you need to do all of these, which gives you all the map, which makes sense. And you need a certain amount of collectibles that you'll get, like those. And you can... There's enemies. You can see those, yeah. This is basically what shows up during the loading screens, except there is a tracker at the top at a timer. You get 30 seconds to complete as many random training things as possible, which is a really neat idea, but you have to manually press the touchpad during every loading screen to, stop it, so I always end up spending way more time in loading screens than I need to, because I get sucked into trying to beat my score. Which is a really fun idea. Not great for, trying to make progress. And as you can see, the true villain of this game was there for a second, the Pop-In. The Pop-In is rough, and it doesn't look good watching someone else play it. It doesn't make a good impression. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. I think overall the game looks pretty nice. I like what it's going for. So I went from almost maxed out all the skills to, hello? I went from almost maxing out all the skills to having no skills again. It's been a while since I've streamed. I've been playing God of War games. So yeah. Those weird digital hearts are the first collectible. Kind of. There's the keys, there's gears, there's skill pieces you get from enemies, there's things that increase your attack and defense and speed. There's all kinds of stuff. You can just mess around and have fun. It's kind of neat. Those are basically just XP. You get pieces of a skill point to then put together. Oh, I should probably show how it works, because it's pretty funny that this is a really cool thing that you can do. I'm assuming it's picking high speed or action is a determiner on like these presets, or they're like presets of this. So you do the normal like 2D Sonic 3D Sonic, like, really slow. And this is, obviously, the, fucking robot. You gotta love YouTube. I have to open the fucking window. And of course it makes everything run like shit. Almost there. Didn't think this was something I was gonna have to deal with immediately. Is there no ban? What a silly, silly thing YouTube is. I think that worked. Okay, it did work. It just took a second. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't have to do that again, because it makes the stream run like absolute garbage. I did not complete all the shinies, if that's what you mean, in Arceus, but I have 51 left, which I think the last time I streamed it I had 69, which is pretty poggers, but now I have 51 Pokemon left. The last one I got was Mime Jr. I still don't have any Rowlets, any of that line. I don't have a Cyndaquil. I think I'm at the point where almost half of them... I got a fucking Wormadam like 2 days ago, which is... I never expected. But yeah, back to the video game and not having to deal with the fucking sex robot on YouTube.com. I clicked the wrong stick in. I'm glad. I'm making use of that Spiritomb. It sucks that that stuff just doesn't work. Or they confirmed Home isn't going to be in Scarlet and Violet till 2023. They didn't even give like a season. They weren't even like spring, summer, 2024. Did I say 2017? I'm in a different era right now. Yeah, this game is, if you can't already tell, it is a chill game to run around and do good 3D Sonic gameplay while collecting a bunch of stuff and doing fun, small sections of gameplay, which is pretty much what I wanted from it, from the trailers. I was mainly worried that it wouldn't feel very good, which I think it feels pretty good. And especially since you can change the starting speed and stuff, so people that want different Sonics, different gameplay styles and speed can have whatever they want. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on. I think one of the weakest things is the combat. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's not particularly, like, you don't have that many mechanics. But it is way better than or way more in-depth than you would think. So these unlock those cyberspace levels. You put portal gears into those cool-looking throne things. And there's the Xenoblade X right there. Very obviously just the Xenoblade X. So yeah, I want to try and do, in this first stream of this game, I want to try and do 100% of the first island. I think Kronos. Gonna have to actually fucking use a spring or a fan. So yeah, there's stuff hidden all over the place. Hidden is a strong word, I guess. There's stuff present all over the place. Got a little puzzle. You got puzzle action. Yeah, the music is most of the time just kind of chill and dour. But in general, I think it just... I'm of the opinion that I think it feels and plays pretty good. And this mechanic's fun. Yeah, it's just fucking, Pokemon Rangers. I was surprised. When I heard I had a skill tree, I was expecting, like, this was one branch of it, and each one of these was going to be a different tab. No, these are just moves. Like, this is the entire skill tree, as far as I know. And I almost had it maxed out, like, at the very beginning of the second island of, I think, 4 or 5? It's very weird. I don't think they tell it to you, but the lightspeed dash is clicking the left stick. Which is weird because, like, right there are 2 instances already where they expect you to know how to do it, but they don't tell you how to do it. I never got to a point where they tell you how to do it either. So when you complete, I think, Guardian encounters, is that? Yeah, the little crossed swords. When you complete those little mini-boss things, it ticks those off. And when you complete the things that, the challenges or whatever they're called, that show more of the map, that ticks that off too. So we want everything ticked off. I'm not going to worry about taking every single one of these off the map, because it's just not necessary. I went out of my way to collect like 100 more than I needed for the first one, because I was under the impression that I was going to try and see if anything happens if you completely finish it. And I didn't give up, I just decided that the game was clearly telling me it didn't matter. Now here's a cool thing. It's like fucking movie Sonic. You boost way faster when you have max rings. If you're paying attention. I can hold 400 right now, which is a lot of rings. Yeah. It's good for exploring, not so good for combat and doing puzzles and stuff, because it is way harder to do the Psy loop in that. So sometimes it's beneficial. There's the parry. Oh god, the parry slows time. I've never done it in a regular enemy encounter. Yeah, this is a very odd video game. But I am enjoying it to a great degree. I also think it looks pretty nice. I like what they're going for. It's kind of bleak.
Return to the digital dimension again. Use
It's just a
that
fucking
gear
Digimon
to
game.
bridge the gap between dimensions.
Yeah, so you use the gears. So sometimes there will be stuff like that, where you'll see where a piece is, or you'll mark it on the map, where one of these heart things is, but you'll walk to it, and you won't see how to get to it. Like, I didn't do that to get that when I first played. I didn't even know that's what that did. But that was the way to do it, apparently. So I wish if you were, like, near one of these, we'll call them, like, gameplay sequences, that you could, like, click in the right stick and it would center the camera on where they start, or where they want you to approach it from. There are some problems.
It is not enough
But
to make the connection.
overall, this is, I think, a very fun game.
One gear will not suffice. Hunt down another target and take its gear.
So we gotta kill another one of those guardians. And it's cool. There are actually a lot of enemy types in this game. So far. I don't know if they just completely dry up. Oh god. I forgot I actually have mechanics. This move is incredible. As long as I don't miss. It's also another cool thing, you might have seen it before. If you Psyloop without an enemy, you can actually kind of heal yourself. Which is nice. That's kind of a problem with some Sonic stuff. Is when you have no rings, you can do most of a boss fight with no rings, and then just get hit right at the end and have to redo the whole thing.
Use the gear as you have.
It's weird, I didn't notice, because most of that dialogue going forward is not voiced. Or most, like, dialogue that you have to button through. So this is what I've heard from someone that made it further than I have. This is apparently the most
Return to
strict cyberspace
as
level
many
in terms of
times
S
as
ranking
it
the time.
takes.
By far. And from what I experienced, I did everything in this world, or this island. That held true. So starting after this one, I'm gonna be skipping all of these, like, very repetitive, like, little scenes where you just touch a thing or receive key items or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, why I just did that. So I guess I gotta do the rings first, the red rings. And then we'll go try and do the S rank. I have been told your speed stat does not count in these. So you can, to me that means you can do all of the S ranks and you can do every mission the first time you run into something. So that was a pretty good run. Still not an S rank on this one. So now I'll just focus on the time. This one's got a pretty good song though. So, I think this is the hardest one, at least so far, and I've heard it might just be the hardest one in general. It's still not, like, difficult. It's pretty fun, though. I wish some of the others were a little more strict. But considering the reward you get isn't actually, like, necessary, I guess I'm fine that it's not. Yeah, so there. It only took me a few tries before, but obviously now I've already done it, so not that bad. It's a fun level, though. I've heard these are maybe taken wholesale or otherwise from other Sonic games. But I don't know. I did everything in Forces, which, as I said, was okay. It's not a good game, but I had fun with it. And then I played, like, the first, like, world, or whatever it'd be called, in Generations. Yeah, so you get more of these vault keys, which if you can tell by looking at the top of the key, you might know what they're for. You get more of them by completing side missions. And I probably have, like, 3/4 of all the keys I need for this entire island. Because I didn't know, the keys don't carry over to the next, Yeah, no, I was right. Yep, you can see, there are, I think, like, 8 or 9... maybe 10 of those cyberspace levels. I completed 2 of them, and I already have most of the keys. You also get keys from the overworld, just like on the ground and from fighting enemies and stuff. So they really let you progress by doing whatever you find fun, which is cool. I also felt stupid when I was originally playing, because it took me longer than it should have. I'm not going to say so long, because that's not true. But it took me longer than it should have to figure out some mechanics and fights in the game, when 99% of the time, if you're having trouble figuring out what the game wants you to do, just do the psi loop. Just do the psi loop around it. Now I am a more experienced Sonic player. I don't think you can, like, regularly spin dash. I don't know why I did that. So yeah, you can see there the pop-in. It's very visually apparent, but I've never had there be, like, something I couldn't react to in time. Or, like, a bad gameplay, like, fuck-up because of that. So I don't think it's very problematic. Excuse me. And overall, I think it's just fun to run around collecting stuff. And doing Sonic gameplay in a kind of open world. Yeah, the visual design of like all the enemies and stuff is fucking sick. I never noticed those beams of light before. I guess those are the Chaos Emeralds and their color. I would always just look at the compass or mark them on the map. Honestly, I got them all so quickly that it was never even something I thought of. So yeah, there's another cool thing I didn't really show before. So you get the map. You get the icons on the map, obviously, anywhere in those squares. You can set the marker. It's better than Elden Ring because it shows a big orange light in the sky, and then when you approach it, it gets taken off your map. Unlike Game of the Year contender, Elden Ring. So yeah, the little spiky red heart-looking fruits. It's weird that two pickups immediately in the game both look like hearts. These are really cool things. So you see they're like, I assume that's supposed to be map 003 or something. Each one of them you do, they actually spawn rails that work as a sort of pseudo fast travel. Which I think is very Sonic. I think that's very appropriate. And they're not all just like sit on rail, like you do kind of have to pay attention. And you can pick up some rings and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff about this game. I don't really, normally after a sentence like that I'd give some caveats. There's not really, I think the game's pretty fun. I think it's enjoyable. It's obviously got some, like, issues, but hopefully they don't Sega Sonic team it again and decide to just forget every lesson they learned about this game immediately. So if you want, you can just do this. See, there's one of the pink hearts, that's a collectible. There are a limited number of them in the map, but you can just get skill points, you can just get your max rings, so you get that nice boost and more health. You can get... I don't think you can get keys, and I don't think you can get the things that increase your speed and ring capacity. I also don't know, because I never increased my ring capacity. I don't know, because that seems like that might be a bad decision. Because if you only get the lights, like the super fast boost, which is awesome, if you only get that from having max rings, wouldn't it be a bad decision? Also, enemies can drop those too. So those are one of the things I'm not going to be trying to get all of. I'll pick them up when I see them just because they're usually fun gameplay sequences, and they are usually next to boxes that hold other collectibles, like the damage and defense ones, or, what's it called? Or a bunch of XP. So this is cool. You get a bunch of moves that do little cutscenes, or little animations like that are cool. Those make the combat more interesting, they just don't flow super well. So those little guys, the babies, the Cocos, the totally not Koroks, totally not the Koroks, they increase your speed and ring capacity. I think it's like for every 15 you find, you get one. And as you can see at the bottom left, there are 99 of both ring and speed. I assume the seeds, the red and blue seeds, are 1-to-1. So we get 10 of those, we'd get 10. Words. Might have been too late. Nope, we're done. So yeah, you Psyloop. Psyloop everyone. Yeah, the boost makes it... The really good boost, at least, makes it harder. I might just not increase my attack and defense, because I felt like enemies really were not surviving long enough for me to do cool stuff. You can also see the very important UI element, the speedometer.
Amy, is that you?
Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
Hang on. Maybe messing with the ruins will fix things.
So you turn in the hearts you find. What the fuck was happening there? So these are what's considered the side stories. On each island, there will be a friend. You give them all the stuff, and that's one of the trophies. They show up as icons on the map.
Sonic.
There's the lolly ghost character back there who shows up on the map.
You're the one
You
who's
give
only
her
half
those
here.
too.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before. Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind of boost.
Well, in that case, we need to get moving. If I was trapped, I'm sure Tails was too.
Good call. I'll scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
That's a really fun thing they do in a few of the cutscenes.
You are the key.
Where he's like running all the way around the world, I guess, is the implication. So we move very fast right now. But when you start the psi loop, your mechanics change. Also, if you could see there, the rings and everything you get from those magnetize to you. So yeah, all those are memory tokens. They look different on each island. So I was expecting those to be, like, they wouldn't carry over. I was surprised that the keys don't carry over. Because they're just keys. So I definitely... I mean, you're gonna get it, because the skills are pretty easy and quick to get. But this ability kicks ass. So I think one of the only miscellaneous trophies that isn't just collect everything and it'll just naturally happen by you experiencing everything in the game is there's one for doing like Phantom Rush 50 times, which is that bar that shows up under the combos, which is basically your devil trigger, I guess. If there's 3 games, I don't know if I finished saying that, you have to do that 50 times, which I hadn't done. I probably had done it like a dozen times, and that's why I might not want to increase my attack until I get that trophy, because, boy, enemies die too quickly for you to actually build that bar up, so you can only really do it during some of the Guardian fights. There's purple coins.
Oh man, that's just begging to be climbed. Imagine the view.
Yeah, look at these little fuckers. I knew they were up here, and it was still hard for me to see them. They are difficult to see. It's a good reason it's good, because there is a very easy way to never have to care about finding them ever. They don't show up on the map, and I'm pretty sure they might infinitely spawn. Like, they might respawn. I feel like I've definitely picked some up, and then found more at the same spot later on. So, be on the lookout for them, but don't feel, like, pressed. Like you're gonna... It's not like... I was scared, because if it was like the Koroks, but even worse, that would suck if you need a guide, but you really don't need a guide for anything in this game. As long as you just See, I missed one, and I was fucking just up there. Or it respawned, I don't know. 6 seconds into the game, they give you an enemy titled Ashura. So this game's pretty fucking goated, as you can tell. This enemy is pretty cool. I like all these Guardian fights. They're pretty awesome. This is another fight where this move is practically indispensable. So the more cinematic moves do a ton more damage. Let's see if I can show it. Okay. I like this game. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. There's still some weird physics stuff going on sometimes. That was me fucking her. I guess okay, I can do it. Oh, okay. I'm playing a little weird, because I'm used to having some moves I don't have. So this is cool. If you didn't notice, the blue you boost through, the red you get repulsed by. It's a really cool boss fight. Or it's a really cool... They're like mini-bosses. This isn't even the first boss fight. This isn't even necessary for story progression. You'd think it is, because it's right in front of the intro area, and it's huge, but it's not. You just get another gear. I also forgot to do something. You can hit his feet, or side loop his feet, and you can get extra... There's another one of them over there, another Guardian type. They show up as, you can see at the top there's a compass, which shows you every activity except for, like, the pink hearts, the memory tokens in each area. You can kind of listen out for the Cocos by hearing their little weird bell chimey noise. So going forward, these I'm just gonna skip, and the ones at the when I exit, and I'll get the rings, just to save time. I assume this is like an Adventure 2 stage or something? I don't know. You can really feel whenever it's 3D or 2D that it was not exactly built for it. I forgot this one was even in here. I only remember, like, it's like 1/8 is the 2D level I remember really disliking. The boost doesn't do much. It gives you that double jump equivalent. That little dash forward. That's the best thing about it. Okay. There we go. That might have been everything on a first run. Yeah, very stark contrast from 1-2. We were over the S rank with doing everything else by 11 seconds. And that might already be enough rings or keys that we already might not need to do any more of those levels. Just for completion, just for the trophies. they're content, so like you should want to try them just for fun. But yeah, the trophies are way easier than they need to be. I was expecting S rank all levels, like typical Sonic, or like just like speedy platformer like trophies, but they're pretty easy on you. We've got our boy contemplating his death. They fridged Eggman immediately.
I appear to be in a digital dimension. I've employed similar constructs in my own systems, but this is markedly more advanced. Note to self, don't admit that to anyone.
It's a pretty good line.
The amount of data stored here defies quantification. But it won't stop me from trying.
Yeah, so I think 20 is all you need. Because I think you can only get like 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them, from the open world, like with vault keys. The rest you need to do the side stories with Amy, or talking to whatever character is on the island. And I find that typically, every one of those challenges you do will show or reveal part of the map that has another one. Also, whenever you stand still, your boys come out, which is pretty good. He's pretty passive. You can see it's pretty difficult to make that bar go up. And it's not tied to your damage, it seems to be tied to your hits. Or like each hit has a certain amount of bar that it'll build up. So yeah, I think the general thing you should try and do is you should try and be fighting the Guardians and try to do all the challenges so that you have all the stuff unlocked on your map. It also unlocks an actual fast travel. I think between all of the portals is what they're called, which is the cyberspace level thrones, once you have all those challenges completed. And they show up on your little compass at the top, so it's easy to go from one to the other. And they obviously give you stuff for leveling your stats and all that. But it's better than aimlessly like running around trying to, if you're just trying to progress, get all the trophies and stuff, it's better than going like, oh, what's that? And because most of the time it's just going to be a pink thing. Just chill. These ones are pretty fun. You kill them and then they will follow you to the ends of the earth, so you have to parry them. I don't know if the treasure that's buried is the same every time or if it's random, but another thing you just silo. Also, I didn't mention it, because I'd already seen this. The Chaos Emeralds look fucking great. Like, these are the best they've ever looked, by far. They look very nice. Look at them! Well, I mean, if the fucking notification would go off screen, they look very nice. Also, the saving and, like, all the UI and icons look really nice. And how that motherfucker just teleports in is pretty dope.
Whoa!
It's got such a cool and simple design.
I guess that's one of the Titans keeping Amy trapped.
Very MGS5, very Ava. Yeah, but earlier I was saying there are 3 games I consider to have directly inspired this game. And it's Breath of the Wild, Death
Leave
Stranding,
immediately.
and The
Where'd
Pathless.
you come from? Are you trapped too?
Do not approach the Titan.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
I like her design.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
I wish there was more of this, like... I hope you unlock a walkie or a radio or something so you can choose the music playing. Because all the, like, good Sonic music is, like, hidden behind combat or, like, short gameplay sequences and boss fights. I want it playing all the time. This part's pretty cool. I forgot about this. Yeah, and there's the Phantom Rush. They were very clearly trying to do a cool anime thing there, but it was a little rough looking. But I appreciate where their heart's at with this game. And it's pretty fun. That's also a good shot.
Okay, I'm not taking that thing down the traditional way. I'm gonna need the Chaos Emeralds. And maybe a little bit of luck.
So this tall boy, Mossbeard looking motherfucker. You talk to him to turn in your seeds, but like I said, I don't want to upgrade my attack and defense right now, or maybe ever. Well, I mean, until I get the trophy, obviously, because there are trophies for maxing those stats. So I'm gonna have to eventually. You get a trophy for just talking to both of the elders, so you'll do it, but just to mention it. I've got a lot of hearts for you, Amy. And I'll skip that going
Amy.
forward.
Who's your friend?
Because it's always the same animation, just the number of hearts changes. The number of whatever item.
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late. They've been too shy to express their feelings, but if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
You always had a knack for weird insights. Who am I to argue?
Well, don't you worry. We'll reunite you with your lost love.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
So yeah, those are all what's considered the side stories, I guess, in terms of what the trophy list calls them. So yeah, you just collect all those things and talk to everybody. This is something you're going to want to pay attention to. There are map missions or challenges or whatever they're called that have to be done at night. I have not encountered any that have to be done during the day. So you should try and... It'll go along with you trying to focus on those first, so that you can see the map and all the activities and stuff. But, yeah, you should really prioritize those. There are also a lot of times where you can just cheat and jump right to the heart, if you're good enough. Again, I will say I am ashamed to admit how long it took me to figure out that you have to Psy-loop those to dig up the treasure. And this time I'll actually show the Psy-loop thing here, too. This is, again, another thing that is way easier when you have the, when you don't have the super boost. Oh, I tried to do the stupid thing. You can actually be insta-killed by it stepping on you. Yeah, it only does 1 foot, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, so you get an extra 2 gears. I haven't seen any other fight where there's a way to get, like, extra gears. So yeah. You can see they're just enemy types that are sprinkled throughout the world. He looks so cool. Like, it's so Ava. And it just works. It's kind of janky, but I think overall it works pretty well. Yeah, the combat's kind of janky too. In terms of like trying to... Like, I'm always trying to like do a combo and then do the side dodge attack. And it just works like every 3rd time. And it really overshot me on that one. For these, it's best to just do the, just to do this. It keeps you away, and you can just sit there and do that. Also, it's just a fucking cool move. It's such a cool way for Sonic to fight. I think this was one of the first like gameplay demos they showed, which is kind of cool. This is a cool tower because there are a ton of ways to get up it. Like there's not just one track. And the wall running and a lot of the mechanics just work how you would think. So I'm sure you can tell that, like Breath of the Wild, there is a visual, like, there is a language, a puzzle language, to how a lot of those map challenges work. And this is... So I assume she's on every map, too, or every island. And hers count for the side stories of that island as well. And they are the little friend art, like the Sonic Team-esque logos Yeah. So for each area, there will be, like, Amy, Knuckles, Tails, whatever. And then hers as well will be around. And you want to do all those. And they're mostly just short conversations.
Don't you think that Titan
and
was
some side
kinda
quests.
overkill?
You are an enemy to be eliminated, and you are powerless compared to its might.
Maybe as I am, but I'm willing to bet I could handle it as supersonic. All I need are the Chaos Emeralds.
Doubtful. In any scenario, the end results will not change. Additionally, what you seek is in its
She
presence.
really sounds like
You
Altina.
lost the battle before it
I
has
looked
even
it up.
begun.
It's not the same voice actress as Altina, sadly. That would have been fucking absolutely amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of cool instances of, like, good shortcuts and stuff. Yeah, got another heart. Just by running around and, like, being on rails and hitting boost things, like, there, already, got another heart. Like, you'll get a bunch of hearts. Like, I already have 63. I think I had, like, 200 when I left, and that was, like, double the amount I actually needed.
How you feeling, Amy? I mean, what's it like being all ghosty?
Honestly, I don't feel that different since you helped clear my mind. I guess it feels kind of... detached? Have you ever flown around in a dream? Like you're lighter than air? That's what it feels like to me, anyway. I just wish I could finally land and be whole again.
Yeah, hang in there, Amy. I'll figure something out.
Dialogue goes a little harder than it needs to. Amy basically talking about what it's like being fucking dead. Being like, you know, it's pretty chill. Not much to worry about anymore. It's like I've gotten rid of my earthly fucking possessions. So yeah, now, night starts pretty early in terms of, like, evening counts as night for a lot of these. But yeah, you definitely don't, because there's, as far as I know, and I looked it up and no one said anything otherwise, it seems like there's no way to, like, switch the time of day. You just have to wait. Is there another? Is there another one? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm stupid. I think there's like 2 or 3 on this island, and I'm gonna try and head towards where the other one is. It's on the west side of the island, pretty sure. One thing I'll say that I wish was better in the game is you really shouldn't be boosting on rails and during these sections, because all it will make you do is not be able to react in time because you go way too fucking fast. So yeah. Trying to find... I think it's in the forest over here. You can also, whenever you're fighting a specific enemy type, press down on the D-pad. You can can see at the top right it says tips. That's what I mean by the regular boost being better for Psyloops, because, I mean, it just is. Does the compass not show me... I guess the compass doesn't show challenge things that aren't on your map. Also, fun little quirk that I'm very excited to see in Dunkey's video, calling it a 0 out of 10 game. You can hold the parry forever. It's not actually skill-based at all. It's just an infinite parry block. But you could do it in the air, too, so you could just stand in the air forever. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really affect the game's quality, but I'm very excited for him to consider it a... I'm sure it'll be in the video. I'm sure the video will be a unironic hit piece about how Sonic Frontiers is the worst game of all time. I'm very excited. Also, him inciting his fans to review bomb it on Metacritic is a pretty fucking poggers move. Look at this motherfucker. He's back, but now we have mechanics. So this should look pretty cool. Come on. So that's the move we got from doing the first team thing. It's pretty dope. There's some cool stuff in the combat. It doesn't really flow together well. See, nighttime's already over, and I didn't find the other one. So we're gonna have to wait for the other nighttime, or the next nighttime. I'm not pressing the button. I don't know why it always makes another hit. I don't know why it always makes me do another hit, clacking off the shield. Yeah, you can also have him do that to do some more damage to him. The enemies are surprisingly, like, they actually have multiple ways you can fight them. But as usual, I probably didn't finish what I was saying before. I'm sure you can tell that these missions have, like, specific shit going on. Like, these ones are step-on pads. Like, you get used to it pretty quickly, of, like, what something is asking you to do. They're pretty fun. They're also, some of them, like that ring I stood in before, the hamster wheel that you speed up. It's a neat idea, but it boils down to hold R2 for a few seconds. Like, they're not particularly compelling gameplay sequences or scenarios. So yeah, if you just want to do the main story and, like, get that all out of the way first, just just collect the memory pieces and follow that, like, gray diamond. But, I don't know, there's a ton of stuff that's... I don't know. This game is very... It's kind of what I want, like, open world games and stuff to be. Like, it has a story, it has cutscenes, it has cool, like, story sequences. But you can also just hang around in the open world and collect a bunch of shit, and it's not... Something that so many open world games get wrong is so many of them are open world crime bullshit games, so you have to drive cars, and they're not racing games, so you have to drive cars that aren't fun to drive in areas that aren't fun to drive in to get everywhere. And that's like half, if not more, of the game is traversal that's not fun. Superhero games, like Prototype and shit, usually do it better, because... Like, Saints Row is a great example of a series that did both. Went from having to do dumb car shit, which was fine, because the games were kind of, like, not super serious, so they don't have, like, a super serious driving model. So it was kind of fine before that, but they showed both sides. Here's another example of one of these that is just kind of... It's there. I hope they'll either introduce more or they'll get more difficult or complex over the course of the game. I was called to action to check on garbage bags. But I'm back. My full undivided Sonic attention. Oh, what was happening? Oh, these. I hope they get a little more complex or something. They're fine if they don't. Like, whatever. It's pretty chill. There's a lot of... Another one of my friends put it pretty well. Where there's a ton of stuff that are straight up not great design decisions or objectively poor decisions that just don't... They don't fuck with the overall core of the game. So... I don't really care. I'm fine with it. I do like that a bird will show up and fly next to you. You need a bird for scale. So yeah, those green Sonic Adventure looking tubes give you a lot of XP. Sometimes just regular boxes do as well, I don't quite understand. But you should just be breaking shit. I think, if I remember correctly, this is one of the side quest ones. I assume you do all the side quest ones through the story. They're all story ones, because they give you... Spoilers, they give you the other Chaos Emeralds that aren't in the open world. And they're not referenced in the story. Like, there's no reason why you get them for doing these, other than you did a gameplay thing, so you get a reward.
Sonic, over here!
See, they do the joke again. It's still neat. It's still a fun thing for Sonic to do.
This poor mother says she's lost her children. Can you lead them back here, please?
Sure thing.
Also, yeah, they fucked up the dialogue there. I'm glad it happened again. I thought it was a glitch or like I wasn't paying attention. No, they just fucked up the dialogue there, and he says "sure thing" while her dialogue's still playing. These are so fucking, like... These are so stupid and janky. I can't wait for these to be in the fucking... Wow, I was never hit by anything before, and I immediately got hit. I don't know, they're... Like, everything that I would say is a bad decision in this game is so, like, hilariously inoffensive, or just, like, so, yeah, inoffensively, like, childishly bad, but not in a way that really affects the quality of the product at all. I don't know, it's a very, very odd game. Yeah, see, you just get it. And they look so good. Very, very Sonic, though. That little dance. God, I'm so excited for Pokemon Friday. I've still got to fucking draw a thumbnail for it too, so maybe I'm not excited. I'm glad I'm just playing God of War Ragnarok, just whenever I can, not fucking worried about streaming it or anything. Because so far, it's been okay. It kicks ass for the first, like, 2 hours, and then is very good for the first 6, and then is pretty boring for the next 6. Yeah, it's kind of dark, these little Cocos. They're very cute.
Do we even know what that was?
No, but I got a sense of completion, comfort.
Weird. Let's
Amy
keep
is an
moving.
empath.
I want to wrap up our time here ASAP.
Sounds good to me.
God, that saving icon is still so good. So this is an ability I'm gonna just avoid. The skill point costs are like, they ramp up quick, and this is 20 skill points you could just not spend if you're not going to use it. And it'll keep that notification, that little blinking thing at the bottom right of your screen that you have enough skill points to buy a skill. But it seems like they must have patched it in or something, because I heard people complaining about that. And then I booted up the game for the first time and noticed that there was a toggle in the options to get rid of the skill notification indicator. So, I don't know. I ended up just buying it, just to not have to deal with that. But I think for this one, to get me back to the skills I had quicker, I'm just not going to buy that for a while. Yeah. So you can transition between those special moves. It's pretty cool. The more you get of those, the longer combos you can do during that. Still doesn't really help you do the Phantom Rush. Phantom Rush is still only really a thing for, like, just mashing square, but tons of the enemies don't really let you just mash square. Alright. Is another weird decision that I would say is... It's a bad decision. They didn't really think it through. But it doesn't really... It's not like it turns the game from a 7 to a 4. Or even a 6. Like, it... I don't know. It's stuff that could have made the game better if they ironed out, like, all those problems. But hopefully, for once in the series, they learn from this entry going forward. Because if there's a Sonic Frontiers 2 in like 2 years or 3 years, I'll absolutely buy that. Oh, this one, I never did this one again. I've only done this one once. I missed by fucking one. But yeah, there will be stuff like that. Again, I think there's a loading screen tip that says this verbatim. If something seems suspicious, just do the side loop. It's so weird to me that the parry just is so, like, there's no risk. It's all reward.
again?
Submit. Your reckless actions endanger the world.
Care to explain how saving my friends is a bad thing?
You are an enemy combatant. I will not share data with you.
What is wrong with you? Sonic would never endanger anyone. He's even going to help this Coco reunite with their one true love.
Love. An emotional status too vague and varied in its definition. You are both too ignorant to be helped.
Who, what was that girl?
Aside from being a pain, no clue.
Yeah, so you just run around doing all those. I think the only trophy... I swear I pressed touchpad. I think the only trophy related to the subspace, or cyberspace, whatever they're called, these portal things, is unlocking all of them. So getting all the portal gears and going to them and unlocking all of them. Other than inherently suggesting you do it by asking you to get all the Chaos Emeralds and stuff to beat the game, I don't think there's any other reason... Like, I don't think I would have to play any more of them on Island 1. So I'm kind of avoiding them just to see if that's the case. Yeah, another one of these ones. And it was neat, because I saw that when I had the full rings, it built up quicker, because my speed was quicker. My speed was higher. And there's other, like, basic stuff. Like, it's just not super well designed. Like, it's no Breath of the Wild. But it's got the seeds there. They had ideas. I think they kind of executed. It's more fun than other, like, Breath of the Wild-esque games I've played, honestly. And these are cool platforms. They've got the fucking seraphim wings. And it's just neat. It's a unique Fog of War that fits the art style. Obviously, you can like filter the map. So, you can kind of figure out what everything is. That's the guy that you give the Cocos to increase your speed. So, as I mentioned earlier, I don't see why you would want to increase your ring capacity other than for the trophy at the end. And it's also hilarious to me that you need to individually give him every Coco for every upgrade. You have to pick each upgrade individually. You can't say, give me 10 on speed. So like that, these are a good indicator. There's no reason to boost on these. It would just make it more difficult to do that section. So here's what I was talking about before. Even if those pink hearts, you don't need all of them. I probably don't even need any more now, because I already got almost 80. By doing all the sections, one, it's fun, because there are some ones, it's just fun to do them. Two, you'll get to the end sometimes, and there will be a bunch of boxes that give you other rewards. Like, that gave me rings, which don't really matter, but it gave me SP, and it gave me a fucking attack boost. So, if you're missing stuff, or you just want to play the game more, just open up the map, put your marker on one of those, and go ham. And sometimes it can be fun to just, by doing them all, you can see parts that are like, you can just appreciate the full map and level design they made. And it's a little chaotic, it's not exactly fluid, but they went for it, and I respect that. I think this is a big indicator, or this is one of the weird ones. Yeah, I remember taking a fucking while to figure out how to get that heart. Because you just look at it, and there's nothing nearby it. There's no boost rings, there's no pads, there's nothing. And so I was trying to, like, jump from rails nearby, from, like, the shortcut rails, from, like, this map thing. I should fucking try and get that... I went to the fucking sky. So many of those are just empty, and I don't understand. I swear the other nighttime one is in the fucking forest here, but... I don't know. I'm probably just misremembering. I know there's one more nighttime, though. Unless there isn't, in which case don't ever listen to me again. It's probably that down there. Oh my god, no. Physics. Okay, so let's try... I'm glad I've got the super boost. No, it's not that either. I'm glad I have the super boost now, though, because these are weird because, like, they're not difficult, and you just run all the way there. But he's Sonic, so whatever, it's fun. Also, this one's one of the better examples, because you run along a set path. Okay. It's one of the better examples, I say. It's one of the better examples. As the things just don't work. Those usually give you quite a bit of skill point stuff. Skill point juice. And as you can see there, you have more than enough time. I only played, like, the first... I did a good amount of side stuff on the second island. I didn't play, like, any story. And I didn't do everything on the second island. This motherfucker's cool. Let's try and fight him. I've never fought him with the super boost. He might be way... I was gonna say way easier to fight, but he just fucking, he just rubber bands. This is a really cool enemy. I thought I blocked. Please. Ah, he's gonna make me fucking do the entire chase again. This is one issue that these have, especially this guy. It's a really cool idea. Like, you look at his design and you immediately know how you're going to fight him. It's a really cool... Honestly, it is... They just made a single mini-boss that is a better version of all the boss fights in Sonic Forces. And that's fucking wacky. That's so weird. That displays a clear knowledge that they knew, like they know that the stuff in previous games wasn't particularly good. I don't know. Wacky franchise. I don't like that he clearly rubber bands. Like, he just doesn't let you catch up to him for a while. It's not actually related to your speed or how well you do. He fucking sidetracked me on what I was saying, and I have no memory of where I was going. And it's fucking daytime again! There's trophies for defeating, like, one of every enemy type and guardian type, so... Sometimes he'll shoot either when you're too close or when you're on a curve or something where you can't see where he's shooting, which kind of sucks. Sometimes these take a second. There we go. so what next? So those ones are like puzzles that require like story progress. They're called like island mysteries or something. Bird. God, that save icon is still so good. Hey, in case you thought I was short on hearts, got more hearts. His piddly little fucking kick. Oh no, however will I reach there in 50 seconds? How could I possibly? I'm just a little Sanic. I would like the lightspeed dash more if you didn't slow down at the end of it. Just come to a complete stop. It's so weird to me that they do that. I wish it would just give you the thing immediately. Because there is a chance that you could just miss it, like what happened before, where the physics freaked out and launched me into space. Oh, these ones are fun. They really have a ton of them. Yeah. Oh, I think I was talking about how they get more difficult. I think I was talking about playing the second island. They were definitely longer. Like, there was one of those that had 2 hoops, and you had to shoot balls through multiple at different angles, which was fun. So I hope they can increase in the complexity, and by the end of the game, they're actually really engaging and fun. Because right now they're simple and fun, but if they get cool, that'd be awesome.
It's kind of spooky everyone seems to be gone, huh?
The technology of the ancients exceeds your modern understanding.
I like that Sonic just talks to, like, the villain rival character. Just hang out.
I'm trying to be
She seems
here,
cool.
but are you saying they lost control of their tech and it wiped them out?
No.
Okay. So you're not in a talking mood. I'll leave you be.
It's just fun to go around doing all these. You get rails, once you do all of them, you get fast travel. They let you see, like, you'll, on the... What is that weird line? What is that line, or what is... What? I don't understand. But yeah, you'll see a bunch of stuff on the way to them, or from them. There's just a ton of stuff to do. And it's fun. Hopefully, like I said, it gets more engaging towards the end. And from what I've seen, personally, not even like from other people, I haven't really seen other people play it that much. It seems like it could. And if not, it'll at least still be fun. So that's good. And the music kicks ass. It's got like 9 vocal songs.
I don't know, uncomfortable?
It's certainly unsettling. But it makes a big difference being able to at least talk to you. Before you freed me, I couldn't see or hear anything clearly. It was like looking into a kaleidoscope that was always shifting. I couldn't tell if I was coming, going, or moving at all.
Same.
I'd gone crazy if you hadn't gotten me out.
You're tough. I know you'd have hung in there. Still, I'm glad I could get you out. And I'm not gonna stop until you're back to normal.
Also, I haven't really talked about it yet. The writing's pretty good. It's okay. it's not like the kind of shitty, snarky, like, Sonic writing that you would expect. Like, the interactions, so far, pretty much every interaction between Amy and Sonic, there hasn't been a single reference to the fact that Amy likes Sonic, or that Sonic does not like that Amy likes him and is rejecting her advances. It's kind of referenced by the fact that, like, her plotline is about finding a true love, like, kind of thing. But I don't know if that's just because Sonic Team was like, what do girls like? We don't know. So this is one of the ones I didn't get before I moved on. Yeah. So that's when I have the sparkles on me. You can do air tricks. That's one of the skills I got. You get super early. This is another instance where you would not want to boost. Basically, boosting should be used for getting around the open world, or areas you're confident in. Or for subspace stuff. Cyberspace, whatever it's called. There's really no reason to be doing it. Like when you're just trying to complete objectives and explore. It's for getting from point A to point B very quickly. That is its main function. Oop, that's the wrong way, Sonic. I like those, that they're like metal slimes. They've got really high defense, but once you break through it, you just one-hit them. Such a fun archetype. Also, these hourglasses are neat. Little digital hourglasses. I wonder what you're supposed to do. I also like the little effect he does, where it's like the fucking super kicks. It's cool. This game does a better job than any other Sonic game, I think, of making Sonic feel like he's fast. You'd think it's a no-brainer to make, like, big open areas so that he can run super quickly and you don't have to worry about, like, hitting obstacles every 3 seconds that slow you down. I don't know if you can tell by the way I said that, but I don't think Sonic is a good franchise. I think 2D Sonic is pretty bad. It can be good, but it is not inherently good, and not often good. Love that it always waits for you to hit the ground. And that's just a cool thing. That seems very, like, from the movies. I haven't seen either of them. But apparently I'm a big Sonic fan, except for 2D Sonic. Except when I play 2D Sonic, like every other video game. I'm like, this is okay. Because I just like video games. I think I'm pretty good at playing them, so I get used to whatever I don't like.
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here. The land feels sad and empty.
Yeah, I got the same feeling. And I think it's tied to the ruins, weird robots, and other stuff we've encountered. But on the plus side, I've got plenty of room to run around.
And you never know how many new routes you may discover.
Yeah, I'll try not to have too much fun finding a way to restore you.
Cut to him, like, jumping off the platform and just doing a backflip, shouting, "Woohoo! I'm having so much fun!" So what is this? Oh, this one. Yeah, this is what I remember, because there's one pile of leaves, and there's one that's destroy all those flowers. The pile of leaves kind of comes back in the second one, but I've never seen one that's like destroy foliage again. There's a fucking, one of the main side story quests for a Chaos Emerald is related to that idea, but it's not like super important. Those might be one of my least favorite parts of the game. Oh, 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 oh. What is happening? I feel like the circle starts too close to the, I feel like the circle starts too close to the part you're supposed to hit. And there's like a weird lag to it. Like, you can be in the correct part while you hit the button, and it won't. It'll end with you falling down. It feels like there's a weird lag to it or something, I don't know. Let's try this again. I know I should just get used to the timing so that I can do that every time. Because it's pretty shortly after you hit it, you just have to press the button. It's not like it's difficult. I just wish it was a little... I just wish it gave you a little more time. Oh. That's kind of weird. Those ones are kind of neat. Or, I meant to say odd, but it came out neat. Because you can't lock on to them. So you just have to kind of flail at them. I assume the way it's balanced in terms of the open world stuff is that the more involved, like however long it took you to do the sequence, probably can be equated to how the rewards will be when you finish it. So like these full-on like doing rails and platforming for like 45 seconds where you could fall and fail at any point typically end with boxes that give you XP or seeds. Whereas ones that are like hit a bump and then you go through a bunch of rings that immediately give you a thing. You just get the heart. You just get the memory token. Yeah, whereas this one's giving me XP. Yeah, it gave me a bunch of XP, it gave me everything. It's fun. I would wholeheartedly recommend this game so far. I mean, I'm enjoying it enough that this is my fucking second time playing through this section. I wish they didn't have it come out basically the same day as God of War Ragnarok and a week before Pokemon. I wish they wouldn't just kill the game. Get ready for a pop-off moment. You might be asking, this portal looks a little different from the others. Yes, it does. It's purple, like those coins we've been putting in. Those coins that look like they have a thing on them. Oh.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too?
He sounds so bad. Not to hate. I love my guy. I love Big.
Big?
Holy shit, his voice is so bad.
Did you get here? What even
It's
is
hilarious.
Here?
I like his ring belt buckle.
I don't know. I was looking for fish
Also, the lake
spots and
looks
wound up here.
bad and flickery.
So
Regardless
now
of if it's
I'm
intentional, it
fishing.
looks pretty bad.
Of course you are.
Would you like to try? I'll let
Big-
you borrow a rod.
Big continues to look adorable, though. I love Big's design. It's like a weird fucking Cheshire cat.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to detense for a second.
Do you know how to fish? I'll teach you if you want. Hey, you've got a bite. Sonic, I'll leave it to you to pull it up.
Yeah,
Can
so
you see the
it's pretty
red
simple.
ripples? When the white ripple overlaps with the red one, lift your rod up quickly.
So I think there's only one fishing-related trophy. And it's to completely catch everything at one of these fishing spots.
Awesome.
So I assume
Caught it already.
there's one of those purple portals per island, and it'll have different fish. I think, because I've caught this same fish 3 times in the same sequence, I think you just need like 30 coins or something. And as long as you don't fail, you'll catch all the fish in a row. Like, I don't think it's random like
Nice
JRPG
catch,
fishing
Sonic.
typically
I'll
is.
trade you a token for any fish you catch.
So if you get like 30 purple coins, you'll catch all the fish. I already have that
Get
trophy,
plenty of
so...
tokens, I'll trade them for some of the treasures I found.
I mean, you'll do it
Just
anyway,
Tell me what you want.
because like he just said, the treasures he's found, you can buy... Like, you basically, especially if you have the Monster Hunter DLC, which is free, so you should download it, you don't even need to... Like, fishing can fucking get you through the entire game.
Froggy really likes those purple coins.
It is the
Will you
most...
Bring me one.
It's the most fucking
Borrow my
OP
rod again.
fishing minigame I've seen in a video game. It's fucking wild. And Froggy. He's not in the game, but they reference
Would
him.
you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
So I'm assuming this kind of tips the hat. So these are sold out. Probably because I already have as many as I need. I didn't realize, because I came to the fishing way later the first time I played, you probably can't buy any because you've already finished, like you've already gotten them. But you can buy, this is what I was referencing before. This seems like the absolute best way to get the Cocos. Like, this seems way easier. I mean, these two, but I don't feel like there will be much trouble getting these. These ones, the sheer amount you need like 3,000-ish. 2,970, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, this game's very lighthearted in terms of completion. It's a very
Would you
easy
like to
platinum, it
try?
seems like.
I'll let you borrow a rod.
Yeah, but I'm assuming this came from the Monster Hunter DLC. But you could just sit here and do this forever, because it doesn't take any purple tokens. If you've ever played Monster Hunter, you should kind of know what to do. So you do it there. You do it when it darkens the second time. And you get 3 tokens each. So every time you sit there and do that, you get 20 Cocos. And as far as I know, the Monster Hunter DLC is just free, so I'm assuming it came with this. But I don't know. It costs no purple coins. And you can just do that over and over again. It's not like... Once you do the Starfall mechanic, too, it's not like you'll be lacking for purple tokens. But yeah, you could just sit here and do this forever.
Would you like
But
to
for the
try?
trophies, you
I'll
will
let you
need
borrow a
to
rod.
catch everything in one of these ponds. So I just wait till you have a bunch of tokens, come in, and then fish until you have the trophy. Because the Fishipedia is here. I've gotten the Medaka. Like, the fish after I got the trophy for catching all the fish at this spot was a Medaka. So I assume it just goes in sequence. And obviously the
Would you
first
like
time I
to
did the
try?
tutorial with
I'll
Big,
let you
I also
borrow
got the
a
Medaka.
rod.
So I don't even think it's random. Yeah. I might just not do those other cyberspaces. If there's no point, I ain't about wasting time. Whatever. I might, like, come back later and do them or something. I don't know. Yeah, but...
Would you like to try?
The fishing's just kind of dull. You're just gonna cast, you're gonna catch a fish, and then you're gonna be good.
I'll let you
So, and I already have that trophy. And I don't think there's any other fishing trophies. The only thing you can't get from him, I guess, is... No, there was skill, right? There was skill shards at the bottom. Yeah, I think there was. Yeah, so you could just fish forever. Or do the fucking Monster Hunter cooking minigame forever. Yeah, I've got 121 cocos. I think I had like 290 or something in my other save. I was like, I think I was level 19 speed when I left the first island. Now I'm in Phantom Rush mode, punk! Die! So I guess the kick is also... it must just be hits. Because the kick, the fucking speed kick is really good at giving you Phantom Rush as well. And it does so little damage. What is under it? Is it the fucking dragon? So I'm assuming this is the final Chaos Emerald they want you to get, because this is way more involved than all the others, which are just go to them. This one's a fun little sequence. Full on with skips and everything. It's like a real Sonic one. Also, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a cool fucking, like, static effect whenever an enemy attacks, or is going to attack you. It's really awesome. Yeah, so you can just fight random enemies and guardians, you can just fish, you can do the cyberspaces, like, you don't have to do everything. There is a trophy for getting an S rank. I guess there's a trophy for engaging with each of the mechanics at least once. Like there's the trophy for catching all the fish at a place, getting an S rank on a cyberspace. Like it doesn't ask you to do every single one of every single thing. This trophy list definitely could have been a lot more, I guess, like, monotonous, but I kind of would have enjoyed if it was a little more involved. Because I think the game's good. If the game was bad, then easy trophies, whatever. I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of just easy trophies in general. This is a really cool ability. It's different from the others because it's so quick and smooth. And it does all the mechanics of the side loop. Like it's good to do that. I wish you could set it that, like, the memory tokens and stuff would show up on the compass. I get why they don't, because it could be very cluttered, but... Like, say you've finished everything else. I guess I've never returned to the first island, so maybe they do have that as a concept. But I doubt it. This might be the other minigame or side quest.
Something wrong?
They say their Amore was stationed on the far side of the field. This is the field.
I'm not seeing a lot of farming going on.
Maybe, if you use that new technique of yours, you can clean up all this wild brush.
So this is what I was referencing before about clearing out those sunflowers. This weird fucking... super weird Daytona, USA sounding song. It's so odd. Also, for me, when I first did this, it absolutely did not work properly. And the brush, or the grass would not actually clear. Which made it pretty difficult. Also, they severely limit your boost during this one. There. I think once we just go in the open world to those other Chaos Emeralds, I think that's it. And then we can do the boss fight of this island. Still have to run to more of the Amy things to do all the side stories, but... I think I will do the cyberspaces, just because they're short and to show all the content.
So, all this used to be farmland, huh?
Yes, they make it sound like it was abundant. But now...
I mean, it's grassy.
Yup, but I've seen this kind of recovery in areas Dr. Eggman damaged. Something ruined this land, and it's barely begun to recover.
Then we need to make sure it has plenty of time to heal.
Right.
Keep tabs on the hedgehog. I want constant updates.
Yes, sir.
And keep looking for a way to get me out of here!
I am evaluating all safe options.
Keep up the good work, Sage.
Thank you, Doctor.
For me, I was wondering if it would happen again. That scene was immediately followed by another scene. Maybe it was because I already had all the Chaos Emeralds when I did that conversation. So it played the scene that will play for us once I get this Chaos Emerald, because I think this is the last one we need. Okay, there's one... Oh no, this... Yeah, this is the last one we need. So yeah, for me it played the scene that is, I'm assuming, going to play right after this. Played them back to back, which I thought was a weird glitch, but now I understand. Yeah, it just faded back in and then faded back out to this exact same
I am
scene.
extending the range of my control, but I can still only command a few of the Ancient's relics at a time.
Commendable. But what about finding me a way out of this digital dimension?
I have run 1,700,050 simulations. There is no scenario to safely remove you from cyberspace.
this.
Unacceptable. Keep looking. Make it your #1 priority.
But keeping you safe is my priority.
That's a cute scene. I like Eggman in this game. Like, he seems... I don't know, all the writing just seems better than usual. It's just not super, like, in your face and, like, for kids. But it's not super edgy either.
So, something's been bugging me about these ruins. The whole reason we came was because Tails detected the Chaos Emeralds were drawn here, right? And now I'm finding digital keys and confinement towers that seem custom-made to hold the emeralds. Like half this stuff was built with them in mind.
Maybe the ancients used the Chaos Emeralds in the past. We've learned of other past civilizations who did too.
Yeah, but those groups tried to use them. And the stuff here seems all about containment.
Maybe they knew something about their power that we don't. The Chaos Emeralds are still pretty mysterious, even after all we've done with them.
So what else should we focus on doing now? I'm assuming that finally has to be the one I've been thinking of this whole time. That's gotta be the nighttime one. Because I'm pretty sure it was over here. That might be our last map challenge, too. For some reason it's... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say it, then it wasn't working. You can actually see which little tiles it gets rid of by hovering over the thing, which is neat. You're gonna want to do all of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it's just a neat thing. Game's neat. I just think he's neat. I just think Sonic's kind of neat. I think the only other one that really has trophies that is gonna make me play it because it has trophies is Unleashed. I'd play 06 too on my own just because if it had trophies, but it don't because it came out in Sonic 06. But Unleashed has trophies, I'm pretty sure. And I already did Forces, and it's... Even though I think I'm gonna not like Unleashed, I will have assuredly played I just platinumed all the God of War games, and I don't think those are very good games. I think 2018 and Ragnarok are the good ones of that franchise, and I played like 9 others just to build up to Ragnarok. I like playing video games, I like having a wide knowledge base of video games, so I don't mind playing... Okay, that's why you don't boost. That's why you don't boost. That's why I should listen to my own advice. Okay, maybe there was something else wrong. Just take it a little slower, take it a little easy. I'm boosting the hubris. I'm boosting. There we go. So here's a weird thing. Which I don't really understand what they were going for with these. Oh no, I immediately got it, I'm stupid. That arc between those is the rail. The drawing in is really cool. I love when I don't think... You could tell I don't think before I speak. Because I say a thing and then I immediately go, oh no, that's wrong. That's completely incorrect. I completely understand what's going on. The drawing in effect is really dope. It's the same effect, I'm assuming, with the other, like when they draw in from you doing the map stuff, the map challenges. But it's just when it's a laser drawing it in, it's cooler. Hi, dork. Take my love! Take the hearts!
How are you able to return from cyberspace so freely?
I don't know. I guess I'm just that awesome.
It's gonna be great when
Yeah.
Sonic,
Although, I
thinking
bet
he's
you
helping
have better
Sage
insight on
and
that.
making a
I
friend
will
with
not
her,
share data with the enemy.
is able to
Besides,
help Eggman
your survival
escape
may be a fluke.
cyberspace.
You cannot cheat fate forever.
Wow, thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep doing it until I figure out how to rescue Amy. Yeah, it doesn't matter if this is all one big trap or if you keep throwing weird robots at me. Nothing's gonna slow me down or stop me. Count on it.
I do like that you get nice little scenes with all the friend characters, like the ones with Amy are pretty nice. And then you're gonna get, like, literally 5 times as much with her. Because she will be on all the islands. Whereas each of them is probably just gonna be on their one island. Did we really do this one? Maybe. I think we did. I think this was the weird one. Maybe not? I don't know. That is another thing. Same as my idea that they should, like, center the camera. Or you should be able to click in a stick to center the camera on where it starts. No, I didn't. It was just weirdly barren. This might be the last challenge? Yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, and like I said before, there's no real way to change the time other than just fuck around. And we don't really have much else to do in the open world, so I'll just, Hey, at least you move fast. Especially with this full boost. It's pretty chill. Feels nice.
These ruins are almost like a puzzle.
I know, right? I don't even know what I'm doing with most of these. I'm just running on instinct.
Well, the energy that powers them is linked to cyberspace, right? And you took on that power when you freed me. Maybe that link is giving you special insight? Maybe they use that link among themselves. Like, instead of a language, they shared their thoughts and feelings directly.
Yeah, maybe. Well, all I know is the idea of the map gets updated in my head, which brings me one step closer to rescuing you.
Sonic and his Chuni power locked deep within his arm. This burning throb. Honestly, my biggest complaint with the game is that, right there, what just happened. How you open the map, it loads the area, and then a second later, it loads in all the icons. That seems to just... I haven't double-checked, but that seems to just be like, it looks intentional. Like, it doesn't look like it's having... And I don't understand, it runs pretty well. I'm playing the PS4 Pro version. On PS5, it runs... pretty sure at a really solid 60. The mode is called 60 60 FPS mode, so I would assume it runs at 60. Maybe they're fucking with me. Make a little heart. But it runs well and loads quick. So and it's such a consistent like beat every time. So is that the final one? I'm assuming, yes. It's weird to me that it adds so much extra that's not like part of it. That's like the boss arena and stuff. So yeah, this is the fast travel. This is one of... I didn't mention it with the fishing, but you can fish up scrolls that allow you to fast travel to... There's a scroll for all the Elder Cocos, and there's a scroll for all of the Hermit Cocos. So, even before you've done all the challenges, you can just find the fishing place quickly, fish for those scrolls, and then that'll give you fast travel before you finish all the maps. And then once you've completed the challenges and have those scrolls, you'll have a bunch of fast travel points. And the fast travel is fast. It ain't fucking around. Like I was just saying, this isn't even the PS5 version or like a good PC version. I wonder how the PC port is. I hope it's good. I'm assuming it's good, since one of my friends is playing on PC, and I don't think they've had many complaints. Is that everything? Apart from just going to talk to Amy? So I did... Excuse me? I did... Oh, okay. I knew there was one I was missing. I felt like there was one that I hadn't done with her. So yeah, so I did basically all these, the memory tokens. I did, like, all of these. Like, this entire mainland, like, except this little peninsula area. I got every single one of those, which was pretty fun. I might do those, like, between streams, and just focus on, like, the main content that actually matters. I might do those between streams, because that'll give me more of those tokens, and I'll be able to grind and do, like, the Phantom Rush thing, and level up, and get more Cocos and fish and everything. Just have fun. But all the content and trophy, like, main stuff, I'll at least talk about in these videos, if anything happens in between, or these streams, in between. Yeah. So, I think after...
These look like homes? I wonder who used to live here.
Yeah, this weird... It happened when we jumped on that first, like, little plateau thing, too, where we first got some Cocos and stuff. There are just some parts where he just talks, just based on the area you're in. So, I already have the trophy. But, talking to Sage, for me, talking to Amy there, was when I got the complete all side stories on Kronos Island. It would have given me that after Sage, and then probably talking to Amy there. But they're called side stories, but I mean, it's basically just talk to the character during the story and use all your memory tokens.
Oh, hey. You show up everywhere. You know, I don't think we were ever properly introduced. I'm Sonic.
I know who you are. Your age, your biometrics, your weaknesses. You live for speed, are short-tempered, and short-sighted.
Oh, so you're a fan. But I don't know anything about you, Miss...
I will not share personal information with an enemy.
Why are we enemies? Weird kid. I don't really get a bad vibe off of her, though.
Yeah. You move. Oh, so I wanted to check this. This is another reason I wasn't doing the cyberspaces. Okay, I can teleport to the ones I haven't unlocked yet. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do them this way from now on, because that's way more convenient. To just wait, because then it gives you a level select and you can do them in order. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so I think I'll do those before I wrap up this island and wrap up the stream. Wow! The physics just freak out sometimes, especially when you've got the super boost. Oh, that would have been perfect if I had landed right on him from that. There's just like no point fighting these guys. I'm on hard and I've not upgraded anything yet. And still, other than skills, but that doesn't... Like, all I did was the basic square button homing attack, and they instantly died. Also, these are there. It's weird. Sometimes they'll just have a thing that's like, oh wait, they've got basically like everything from every Sonic game in this game at some point or another. It's so weird. I parried it, and then it just goes back. Like, it benefits it to parry, or for me to parry. But yeah. I forgot that it's weird. I'm pressing circle. It just gets too hooked into that combo. Bye. Not my favorite enemy to fight.
Cool giant mirror web thing.
Yeah, another just random, like, walk into the right space for him to talk. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thanks, game. What the fuck is that? Oh, shit. Oh, that's that health bar we saw on the end. I thought it was a glitch, but it was actually a fucking clue. I also wonder if increasing your ring capacity increases the amount you get from rings to, like, equal out, and just make it so that it's basically a glorified, like, increase your health bar length. I did not find this place before. That's cool. I think, whether it's good or bad, I do think they nailed making an open world that feels like a Sonic level. For better and for worse. Definitely feels like a Sonic level a lot of the time. So I didn't do that one either. I didn't do most of these over here. Can I boost? That did work. And so this should be the last one before the boss of this island. So we'll do this conversation, and then we'll do the subspaces, I guess. Cyberspaces, whatever they're called. They're not even called those, they're called portals. The portals to cyberspace? I don't know.
Don't get too far ahead.
Maybe we should just let them wrap it up on their own.
We have to see this through.
We still haven't found Tails. We've been wrangling children and taking detours the whole way.
Are you telling me you would leave behind someone in need?
No, but I'm also worried about you. You can't help anyone if you're stuck in limbo.
All right. Then hurry up and save me too, so we can find Tails.
Sounds simple enough.
Two birds. The game has changed. Also, I think I'll turn in those fucking, those Cocos in between streams, because it's just sit there, talk, increase speed by 1 level, talk, increase speed by 1 level, over and over again. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping, in the back of my mind, that they'll patch it to fix that problem by the time I want to get the platinum. Hiccups. They're Kowsus. Look at the little babies. The Cocos are really
They
cute
were
designs.
reunited right before the end.
They're together now. You take a minute. I'm gonna keep moving.
Like how they all have like one small thing that's different about them, like the placement of their leaf or like a little hat or something.
Hey, still thinking about the Coco?
Yeah, and more. I'm not sure what happened, but I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
I know you'll do great. I want to hear all about it when you come back.
A cute little like arc for her. I don't know if any of the other characters like come back in other
What's up,
islands
Amy?
or at the end or something.
Look, wasn't this region locked off before? I think you can interact with it now. I think you can rotate some of them.
Maybe they'll act like the other puzzle locks and show me the way to that Titan.
It's worth a shot.
All right, what's the right way to do this? Looks like there's a pattern on the ground.
This is incredibly difficult. You have to be a true gamer to be able to understand how these work. I'm surprised Dunkey beat the game, frankly. I mean, I guess I don't know that he did. Okay, it doesn't show which one is tied to it until you start moving them. It's weird, because there's no real, like, notches to, like, measure by. Okay. I'll figure this out eventually. I think those are synced up. Yeah, those are synced up properly. I just need to move this left one. I just got this to work before. I feel like the first time I did it, it felt different. I've changed nothing. Okay. That top one's clearly the key, because two different ones can move it. I'm fucking... My brain is not working at all. So now that one's wrong. There's not any extra one I can deal with. And these don't, like, turn at different... intervals or anything. Huh. I just keep moving the problem one. How did I do this so easily the first time? I didn't change anything. Oh, god damn it. I don't understand. I'm sure it's incredibly simple. But I don't understand what I'm doing, that I'm constantly changing it. Like, the only profit on any movement is through this one. Because they all move 1 to 1, but this moves 2 at a time. Pattern on the ground isn't a hint, it's the answer. Or it's the fucking... it's how it should work. No idea what the fuck I just did, or what I'm doing. What have I done, and how did I move it 1 rotation, or 1 fucking... ugh. What did that do? No, what the fuck just happened? That happened twice. One of them moved and the other one didn't. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is it a glitch? What just happened? It moved! It moved 90 degrees! If only I could figure out what I did through that complicated fucking array of bullshit that led that to have any effect. Back to fucking square one. This should do it. I don't understand what was happening. I don't understand anything. Just in general. Just fucking kill me. In-game. In-game, of course.
You did it, Sonic. I'm sensing the Titan up ahead. This is it. The big showdown.
It'll be a short match if I can't find the last Chaos Emerald, though.
I searched everywhere I could. I'm out of ideas.
So where is it? Maybe I'll find it along the way.
Absolutely atrocious performance by me. That is the fucking... I don't even know what happened. I can't make any excuses. I'm just fucking... I was just dead. I was just not there. So let's do the subspaces real quick. So what's next? We did 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Yeah. When you fast travel through portals, you get this little scene that you can skiff. When you fast travel through the fucking Elder, through the big Cocoa merchant guys, it's just fucking pretty much instant, which is nice. So these shouldn't take too long. None of them should take nearly as long as that fucking super easy puzzle I aced on my first try and then couldn't fucking do it. Just couldn't deal. This song is... how would you say, terrible? It's so fucking weird. It's like glitch hop if it meant glitch in the negative, in the derogatory sense. I think this one has a pretty tight time too. Like, I think it's 55 seconds. Okay. Certainly wasn't getting any more then. Oh no, the time is bad though. And it's only 20 rings. Yeah, we should have gotten that. I fucked up. In case you thought it was your fault, I fucked up. I'll take the L on that one. Yeah, in a lot of these, it's hard to know when boost is truly active. Like, you see the gauge go down, but it doesn't really feel like you're going that fast. Or as fast as you should be, at least. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, that's already 1 of 5 left we have. But you can see just how many extra keys you get. And I'm sure, well, I assume they will ask for more keys to get all the emeralds further in. It's just weird that they don't, they don't carry over. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, this is nice and quick. The fast travel is very nice. Again, same as that save icon. Save icon's fucking goated. One of the best things about this game. And I think this game's pretty good. So anytime like these kinds of loading screens going into missions and stuff, it would have that training thing. This one, I think, is also a Generations level. I've played this level, whatever this is taking from, and I've only played Forces and Generations, so I'm assuming it one of those. Oh, nice. We got everything in one try. I'm sure this will take longer going forward, because I've already played all of these and got all the missions done. They still, I mean, it'll just take like 3 or 4 more tries each. The one that took the most tries was the fucking 1-2, just for the S ring. But that was still like less than a dozen tries, each taking a minute, if that. So that was 1-5, 1-6, and 1-7. I think 1-6 is the one that sucks. Or that I just think feels like garbage. It's still fine in its design, because I think it's a it was another level that felt familiar to me. In terms of its design. The physics just clearly are not made for it. Which is a perfect showcase for better or worse that this game is different, it plays different from the others. Is that you put the same levels that used to exist. Yeah, it's this one. This one is the most, like, you can tell the boost is not much of a boost. I'm boosting, could you tell? It's mostly beneficial for its like, big lunge property. I might have already fucked up the time, but we need the rings anyway. I think I fucked up the coin there, too. Never mind. It feels very difficult to miss most of the red coins in this game. It is no Generations and, oh, Colors is the other one I was forgetting. I was like, it feels like there's one more that has trophies that I'll play eventually. Yeah, it's Colors. That was baller play on my part. This is the worst I've ever done in this level. I am fucking it up. Put in a trip. Did I just fucking die? Am I having a stroke? Is this a dream? Why am I playing so goddamn awful right now? God, just end me. That puzzle really fucked me up, I guess. Okay, now let's get the real person on the controller again. Let's wake the fuck up. Okay. Unfortunate timing. Just fucked myself, I think. Right at the end. What? Was it 115? Did I just barely get it? Fucking baller. A little upset that that spring at the end just didn't work right. But I saved it. So one more? So I guess there's 8 portals in that the fishing portal is the 8th one. There's 7 cyberspace levels. I said it right on the first try that time. Cyberspace. Oh, dude, I got more vault keys. I have 47. I needed 20. Oh, what is this one? It doesn't require anything? Weird. I don't remember this one being... I remember 1-6 and 1-2, mostly. I'm sure once I get in, I'll remember it. Okay, I remember this one. This one also feels like, Oop, come on. Sonic Adventure 2. That was kind of cool. Yeah, this one was fun. It was inoffensive to me. Why did I do that? Please tell me I got it, so that I can be done. Yes! So that should be 100%. So the only other thing would be fishing. I've got enough coins. Might as well. Might as well try and catch up to my my OG save file. Oh yeah, and it shows you that completion. So yeah, I caught 1 fish and that was 3%. So there's
Hey,
33
Sonic.
fish.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to sit here for a while. I didn't notice any... I don't think, like, where you cast matters at all. Yeah, and I remember a Marlin was the first thing I caught after the tutorial. So yeah, it's just tap X, wait for a fish to bite, tap X again, and then wait for the ring. These are neat. They're cards that buy you any one thing in the store, regardless of its price. So obviously you should save them and use them for the most expensive thing. I don't know if the tokens or cards carry over to the other islands. I would hope so. But it seems like every other thing pretty much doesn't, so probably not. After the first Starfall, which we still haven't even seen in my original save, I had like 300 purple tokens, so I really hope it carries over. Because you are not gonna want for purple tokens. This is alright. Yeah, there's the fast travel scroll. So I guess I'll try to get 100% in the fishing. Because it's really not like a JRPG fishing minigame. Like, there's really... It's one of the many things that they had an idea for, they executed it at, like, the bare minimum level of, like, fun. Like, it's not intrusively bad, but it's also not well-designed enough that you would, like, include it as a positive. Yeah, so like pretty much every fish you catch except for the chests, it seems like it's always something you don't have. I don't remember exactly, but it still feels like I'm getting them in the same order I got them to. But either way, I mean, there's only the one trophy for it, so you just fish here until you've got that trophy, and you'll be good. And then obviously you can fish later to just have to do even less stuff in the open world. Yeah, the lake looks really bad. Like the way there's, I don't know what it's called, but like the fucking effect where the player character or like character models have this like halo effect around their entire bodies when they're near a reflective surface, usually water. Like, look when he swings the rod. It gets rid of all of the fucking reflections and shadows on the lake. And then the lake just constantly looks like it's glitching out. This is pretty fun. I think the fishing is cute. The things you can fish up are pretty cute. I think the first footage I saw of this game after it came out was watching Korone play it on her stream. And she was doing this, and I saw the fishing minigame being pretty repetitive when I thought it was going to be a bigger thing. And then I saw the lake freaking out, like, visually, like, glitch, like that really bad looking effect. And I was like, oh, maybe this game's not so good, but it's pretty good. This is just, like, really not an important... It's weird how not important this is, but also, like, this could be most of your experience with the game if you don't want to... Like, if you just care about the trophies and don't care about the content at all, this might actually be the meta. It might be the meta to just fucking be here all the time. Either fishing and doing starfalls for more purple tokens, or just doing the grilling minigame. The Monster Hunter DLC being free might break this game's trophy list. Yeah, it's not like this stuff takes long, and it gives you a bunch of those tokens for the shop and gold cards. It's fun. So sometime in the next stream of this, whenever that is, because I'm probably going to be doing Pokemon for a while, I will catch up. In terms of story, basically after this boss fight, I will have caught up to where I was in the story. And I don't think I did any cyberspace levels in the second area. I just ran around doing the map challenges and stuff, collecting the little medals for noobs. This is the gold chest. Yep. I won't know because I won't get the trophy anymore. But I'll know when we catch a Medaka again, I guess. Are those shots in the movie? Because I know the blue lightning is in the movie. Like in his eyes and stuff. And the effect in general is just used in the movie. But are those like specific like super anime cut-in shots in the movie or something? I'm surprised there's anything in this game that can be, like, even questioned, like, oh, is that from the movie? It's wild that the Sonic movies are, like, really successful and liked. I'd like to watch them. Apparently I'm a Sonic fan. Academically, I think Sonic is, especially 2D Sonic, is pretty garbage, inherently. But, I mean, the ones I've played, even the ones people hate, like Forces, people are not positive on that game. I am generally more positive than most people on that game. I don't know. I like to think it's because I can explain why I enjoy something, and I think critically. And I don't just go, it's a Sonic game, terrible. It's pretty fun to get good at the levels, and especially same as Mario with its green star coins or whatever. The red star coins in Sonic add a lot to like the replay value and like getting the most out of appreciating the level design and the different layers. I think Sonic, even 2D Sonic, has really interesting level design. I just think in general Sonic plays badly. Like, he's super slow. I don't like Barracudas. That might have been the final one. I don't remember. No, it wasn't. Also, not a fan of anglerfish. I'm a fan of seahorses. Call me crazy. Unpopular opinion, I know. Seahorses are alright. They can continue to exist. I'm okay with that. Moray eels cannot continue to exist. You know, throw a yellow card on fucking God's work right there. Put Moray eels back in the box. Never let them out. Oh, I forgot. No, this is the last one. I forgot. How could I forget? It's perfect that that's the last one. So the next one should be a Mikado. Or Mercado, or whatever. Yep. Medaka. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was thinking about fucking trails. I was thinking about Kiseki.
Would you like to try? I'll let you buy.
So now, spend all those on. Those are neat. They're voiced memos from Eggman. Oh, you can only get so many? Can you only get... Huh. I didn't expect that. I don't know what to spend my extras on. I guess we'll just wait and see if they carry over.
Try? I'll let you borrow.
I'm not gonna stay stuck at 90 or 87. I gotta get to the good number. The good even number. This is so cute. Like this and the Corone DLC. I will say Sonic as a franchise I'm kinda into. Like as an extended franchise, like the character and stuff of Sonic. I like him. So now we have all the fast travel here. We should be done with everything. I've only ever completed this section with 100% already. But once you beat it, there is a, like, thing that says, like, Kronos Island 100%. So I don't know what that considers. I don't know if that's including, like, the catch completion of the fish. I don't know. It's weird to me that you have to actually, like shuffle, like, L1. You need to R1 once to go to the fast travel. It doesn't let you just pick them. Because X doesn't do anything right now. X only does something when you go to fast travel. It's not like X is the fucking place marker button, so you need to fast travel to change it. It's odd. And it resets every time, which is actually kind of nice. So you don't have to L1 back to the regular show all icons. I'm so good at jumping onto Ray Hills. It's just fun to do that. It's just fun to do those little sequences and get more stuff. What is hiding in there? Oh. I don't think I got this one either. Oh. Cool. Almost fucked that up. And yeah, I'm gonna not be generous to myself and say I totally did fuck that up.
Makes me think of the falls and Mystic Ruins.
I definitely didn't get that line before, that's cool. There are a lot of references that make it seem like this game, like every Sonic game, is canon, pretty much. So this is where the real shit pops off. upcoming is the reason I wanted to get this game. And I'm glad it did not disappoint. Well, in some ways it disappointed. Like, the sound effects for his run and the way that he just fucking despawns. Kind of rough. And the way he doesn't really run well. Like, his animation for running looks bad in that scene. He's clearly just being dragged around by a mouse. But look at this fucker. Look at this Chainsaw Man reference with that mouth. And, like, the weird, like, generic, like, heh. It's just all kind of rough. And this part's kind of dope. It's weird how much better this just works than, Ashura. Now get ready. You can fucking parry him too. It's so sick. And this song kicks ass. Camera's kind of freaking out a little bit. Oh my god, I launched him! I launched him! I didn't do this before. This is fucking dope. This is so cool. This is the one part I don't like, is the transition between phases. It's not smooth to the music at all. And then you get Shin Godzilla. I might just... I think I'm gonna restart. Well... I can't load either. Because I don't have enough rings. I assumed it would just max out your rings. It's so fucking cool, though. It's so unironically awesome. I can't believe you can launch him. Oh, and he hit back! God damn. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh. That's fucking dope. Can I just quit? Yeah. So where's the autosave gonna be? I hope it's before I started the fight, so I can just fuck around and do loops and get full. Because it's real easy to skip the cutscenes and stuff. Okay, that's good. So I have only done one of those boss fights. And I feel like they're a little too short. And it sucks that those songs are used like once, and their transitions are kind of rough. But it feels really good, and it's the fact that you can actually use like all your skill moves is fucking dope. I didn't, the first time I did it, I did not use the fucking quick Psy-loop, so I did not know you could launch him.
Makes me think of the falls in Mystic Ruins.
It's so fucking cool. I also mainly wanted to make a manual save there so I could show my friend. So we're just gonna skip these. I have infinite boost again. Why does sometimes it have infinite boost? I like that there's a ton of, like, routes to get up to his head. I'm not skipping this. God, it's so cool. So cool. I wish the music transitioned better between phases. God, it's... I can't say anything other than it's so fucking cool. God, the fact that he fucking counterattacks in the air. He is no slouch. This ain't a free fight. Oh god, it's doing new shit. I wish he was charging a fucking blast, a mouth blast, while you were right there. Motherfucker got me somehow. Gabe's freaking out a little bit. It's too hype. Let's kick his ass. We know what we have to end with. God, that's so fucking cool. I wonder how the others look. I hope the other fights are that good. Oh, that happened to be at a good moment. That transition's pretty nice. It's so cool. God. I hope the other boss fights are that fucking sick. I know the songs are good.
The first seal is broken. Thy next foe awaits on the sand-scarred island.
Right. You said Titans earlier, plural.
Darn it.
I guess this isn't over until I bop all the big bots. Sorry, Amy.
I'm feeling more like my old self. It's working. Keep going and don't keep me waiting.
I'll be back before you can do a fortune card reading. See ya!
What does that even mean? So that should be 100% on the first island. Yeah. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I don't know what that's counting. But whatever. I think we're just going to keep going like that. Do all the fishing. Do all the side stories and stuff. I think the fishing and doing all the missions in the cyberspaces are the only things we'll do for 100% that aren't what I would do for the trophies anyway. That's just me going extra.
Nah, that's cool. I didn't want this to be easy anyway.
Oh. So now we are on the second island. What is it called? Ares Island. So I'm assuming we could do, for each of those seeds, it's 1 per upgrade. So we'd be at like 35 strength and 33 defense, which is like double what I had it at. I'm sure I had enough seeds for it. I just didn't talk to the Elder or the Hermit anymore. I know where the fishing one was on the map, but I don't know like the best way to get there or anything. Yeah. So now they're medals because honor, I guess? They're Agent Honor. This is a really cool enemy. That's just fun. Oh, and it leaves a little print in the sand. That's really nice looking. The sand looks very nice. Yeah, I was shocked when I got here and like every enemy is new. Like there's like 4 new guardians. It's wild. Like those enemies are fun and unique. The fucking spring. The spring is so... You immediately understand what it wants you to do. It wants Sonic's toes to step on. And that just makes sense. And also when you homing attack it, it shoots you right in the air. So it's like perfect. Those like umbrella enemies are really cool because they look like a Metroid Fusion boss. But also, they are the cool mechanic from Shadows DLC in Forces. Like the cool, like I think that was the mechanic in Shadows. I forget, but it's stuff from Forces that was pretty fun. But I'm pretty sure... It's hard with no reference. I'm pretty sure it was to the southwest? Yeah. I wasn't sure about this map because it has like canyons and stuff. And it's not very easy to climb in this game. Like, the wall running does not work just straight vertically, especially on stuff it wasn't made for. Oh, that was enough? I thought I'd failed. I was just trying to get my Phantom Rush. So I'm sure you can see by the fact that I haven't upgraded literally anything, and it's still, I am not able to really do Phantom Rush that often. Maybe I'm stupid and it is tied to damage, even though it doesn't really feel like it. But yeah, you can, I'm sure you can immediately see that just like the first area, like, I was worried that it would immediately like drop in quality or something. I actually liked a lot of the stuff in this area more than the stuff in the first area, even. Because it feels like it's like it actually is taking into account that the stuff later in the game should be more difficult and more involved. Yeah, I didn't do any of these. Because I was being very scattershot. So here's a perfect example of like the same ideas, but they're getting a little more complex. Slowly but surely. We're only like maybe a fifth of the way through the game. And it's just these. So it's the stand on platforms one, push buttons down, but now, and this is just well designed visually, because you know what to do just by looking. Pretty good. Pretty well designed. Yeah. I didn't like the parts of this map that were like ravines, and there's like, it splits the map in like half, north and south. Like the north and south sections of the map are kind of split from each other. And there just isn't... It just doesn't feel great. I'm sure there are ways. It's this stuff. Yeah. Maybe it's southeast. I'm pretty sure it was to the south. Maybe it's just... yeah. We'll go to the southeast. If I can pretty quickly get to the fishing, just to get the cocoa... There's another enemy. I don't really know what's up with this enemy specifically. You just kind of break their guard and then they die. It's just like an easier less complex version of the balloon guys. I do know they're long range, so like if you're trying to do platforming shit and they're nearby, they can shoot you down, which is kind of cool. The wall running just kind of works. It's surprising. But yeah, it's more of the same stuff in the first area. It seems like our fishing tokens carried over, so that's good. Hopefully our shop tokens carried over too. Yeah, this one's cool. Oh, I didn't activate it. Don't look. Don't think about what this could be. So it's the hourglass, which means it's a time thing, but rather than just run in a direction to just get to a single objective, now there are these like square rings. And there aren't just these vertical ones where you do the skydiving stuff from like Unleashed and shit. There are ones where it's like you actually have to go on specific rails. It's not just get to a platform at the end. It cares about what path you take. So, that's cool. I hope by the end of the game there's actually like really cool... Because there's already really cool and fun parts of the game, but it's still very much like this is something anyone, like all ages, could do. I'm pretty sure it was this direction. We're gonna avoid the story for now, because I just want to get to, look at these creepy fucking things. I'm boosting. It's fun. Yeah. Like, I guess I should have just been mashing square the whole time there to get Phantom Rush. But it's just... I don't know, it feels... I guess maybe they want you to build Phantom Rush, then do the special moves so that they're more effective. It sucks you can't do the homing attack into the, like, cinematic stomp. It, like, bounces you into the air. That's one thing I don't like about a lot of the, like, memory fragment gameplay sequences, is that it doesn't allow you... Like, it'll shoot you off in a direction you don't want to go, sometimes. It'd be one thing if they all, like, looped into each other and made it so that, like, if you never fucked up, you could just get, like, all of the tokens in an area, or in, like, a small zone, like, immediately. That's not really how it works. Oh, yeah, it's this weird one. So this is one of the dumbest ones, because as I mentioned before, parrying isn't skill-based. So all these are is just hold L1 however many times you need to until you hit all the bullets it asks. It's cool, and it could help people understand that how the parry works. It's not very good. These enemies, I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel about them. still fucking sick. Motherfucker hit me. Yeah, like, I don't understand what they want from you in terms of, like, getting Phantom Rush in a normal enemy encounter. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's it. Maybe they just don't really care about you getting Phantom Rush in a normal encounter. Oh yeah, there. You can see that those guys fucking target you. Nice. I think this is the only nighttime one I remember. I remember this one being the one that was a pain in the ass to me. Of like the one I saw, but it was not nighttime. So I just had to remember about it. I just had to remember it and wait. Yeah, the first thing is already asking me to have 7 keys. So it's gotta be increased. Like, it's gotta want you to do more of those cyberspace levels. Yeah, it just feels like the same as the enemy in... I think you might have to come from the other direction. Maybe I can fuck with it. No, you really don't carry much momentum. Weirdly enough. Maybe I can cheat using this guy. Doesn't seem like it'll allow me. That's where the fishing is, I'm pretty sure. Can I do it? I think I've got it. I think I'm goated. I'm goated. So you must be able to make that platform go up and down somehow. Yeah. God, I'm so good at video games, especially when they have simple puzzles made for children. That is the worst puzzle performance in my entire career as a video gamist. That's some fucking game journalist shit right there. Here's another new one. Same idea of like using Psyloop on the fires to put them out, but now there's an order to them. And now I'm pretty sure the line, the rail connects. So I didn't even need to put that thing down. The platform. And you can go underground and it's fucking weird. Oh, do I have to? I'm pretty sure that's the fishing. I think I might have fucked this all up by doing it in the wrong order. Yeah, because this is where you'd exit out of. Maybe I'm not goated. Or maybe my being goated is Not relevant. Whatever, we can make this work. I can force this. I got Phantom Rush! Yeah, I think it was the right decision to not upgrade anything until I get that trophy. I don't know if it's tracked anywhere either. Hopefully this is the fishing island? Yes, it is! Okay, so objective achieved, regardless of how stupid the way of doing it might have been. Some people might disagree with my methods. I think it was pretty fun that I was able to do that. Yeah. Okay. So since we haven't really done much of anything yet in this area, we'll be able to kind of figure out more information in regards to what's available at the shop. So if the Cocos are there, then I guess you can only buy so many Cocos per map, so that you can't just get to level 99 in the first area.
Hey, Sonic.
No, I'm surprised we're actually on a
Welcome
different
back.
thing. We're on like a pier. I don't think we were on a pier before.
Would you like to try? I'll let you.
Oh god, it
borrow a
costs more
ride.
too. Okay. Seems about right. Yeah, okay, we've got our yeah, so it costs more. That's the main difference. Yeah. We haven't gotten a Starfall yet, so there's really not much I can do with this information. And it's not like I'd want to spend the tokens on stuff I'm gonna get anyway. The Cocos are the main piece of information that changes things. I wonder how much 50 skill pieces is. Okay. So not much, but if you wanted to focus on it. So 12 fishing tokens per skill point.
Would you
Considering
like to
they're
try?
essentially infinite with the barbecue spit thing. And especially if the stuff costs more and the fish are different, you're probably gonna get a ton more from just catching all the fish at each area.
So tasty!
That's what I think of when I think of Sonic. Did I get more? Hold on. Hang on a second.
So tasty!
Oh my god. I have to go.
Would you like
this
to
game
try?
is...
I'll let.
I've never seen a game break itself with free DLC before. This is the most lighthearted game. It just really doesn't care. But I love it. It's so fun. So yeah, next time I play this game, we're gonna be doing the Nukel stuff in the desert. So we'll get that, I guess. Because something I noticed on the skill tree thing. This one's pretty cool. But I noticed on the skill tree, you can see that the tree doesn't continue. So what I did originally was I bought this one. And then I noticed I couldn't buy this one. And I was confused. Because the line doesn't connect between these two. Yeah, so that'll be it for this one. Make a nice big manual save. Bye bye. This game's fun.